Once upon a time, in an office in the city, worked an HR manager called Sam. He was a good man, he was passionate about his work, and he truly cared for people. Every day, Sam would talk to people in his office and get to know their problems. He would note them down and think of ways to solve them. Because of his sincerity and genuine concern, people would open up to Sam and tell him their real issues. One day, Sam was talking to members of a team who had called him for help. The first person Sam spoke to said he had a problem with the target given to him. He believed his boss had lost it. He absolutely believed that not just him but nobody in the office could do it. The second person Sam spoke to said she had a bad habit of procrastinating, and no matter what she tried, she could not get rid of this habit. The third person Sam spoke to was the most aggressive person in the team. He had a very peculiar problem. He was afraid of competing with his colleagues and constantly thought of losing his job. The fourth person Sam spoke to was the team leader. He said he did not know how to handle his anger. Him and his team was suffering a lot because of this behavior. Then one day, after thinking for many hours, Sam realized where the problem was. He began by acknowledging some basic facts about human behavior. He realized that on most occasions, human beings can do something if they have learned to do it in the first place. We learn in two ways. Number one, we learn on our own by trial and error or by copying someone else. And number two, we are taught or trained. He realized what happens inside our minds affects not only ourselves but ultimately the organizations we work for. Speaking about organizations, it is imperative to note two fundamental truths. All organizational problems at their core are human problems, and all organizational successes at their core are human successes. And number two, all human problems and successes are a function of the human mind. And speaking of the human mind, the average human mind has 60,000 thoughts a day. And interestingly, 90% of those are repetitive. All so-called executive functions such as logic, analysis, and deduction make up for just 10% of the capacity of the human mind. 90% of our responses to anything and anybody in our environment are a function of our inner programming. And coming back to what Sam did, he analyzed his training calendar and found out that there are broadly two kinds of skill sets that people are being currently trained on. The first set of skills are required to perform activities directly related to your job. So if you're a software engineer, you would learn the latest programming platform, or if you're an insurance salesman, you would learn the latest regulations set out by the regulatory authority. These skills are called technical skills. The second set of skills pertains to making the best use of your environment. Skills like communication, people management, leadership, etc. These are commonly known as soft skills. Sam realized that there is no training that addresses the problems faced by the team members he spoke to. Sam realized that his training calendar is incomplete. He acknowledged that there is no training provided to any of the employees on how to manage and make the best use of their most important asset, themselves. He realized that along with technical skills and soft skills, he required trainings on subtle skills, the science of how you work. Sam was happy. He had found a solution and felt a tremendous sense of satisfaction at having provided his people with the right solution. Given his attitude and sincerity, it was not a surprise when Sam reached a very high position in little time. You too can complete your training calendar, know more about the Subtle Skills Workshop and how it can add value to you and your organization at www.subtleskills.com.